modern medicine runs on a binary. There are ones, the not sick people, and there are zeros, the sick people. And between them, there's a hard line, like we're living in this black and white world. But that really isn't the case now, is it? And to get care, attention, and a recovery plan in the current system, you have to cross this line. You need a diagnosis, a name, a code that the system recognizes. Recently, I spoke to an Englishman who told me what they are saying in England because they have this saying of the computer says no. Obviously, pointing to the fact that doctors are restricted to protocols that are more and more often don't really meet the needs of the patients. So, circle back to the one and zeros, the most people live between those numbers. Before the line that the current system has is where the most people actually live. Tired at 35, foggy by 2 in the afternoon, sleeping badly, running on reserves and calling it normal. This is more than 70% of the people. And a small fact, it's not normal. This is a body that already starts to develop disease. Bring that to the system and the honest answer is, your labs are normal. Come back when it gets worse. You're not sick enough to exist to it. And current care is organized around diagnosis, the key that unlocks the system of pharmaceutical care. So, a quick context on why I care about this so much. I've worked in nutritional medicine since 2014, and somewhere along the way, I ran into epigenetics, and it confirmed something I sensed for years. How our genes express themselves is shaped far more by how we lived than we ever told. Our DNA is not really being rewritten, its expression gets turned up or down by the daily inputs we control. And that became the work I do now, helping people work with their own biology through gut health and nutrition. So they can skip the symptoms that hold us back in daily tasks and give them back to freedom. So when I say the system skips the space where you actually live, this is where it comes from. The system is reactive by design. It is built to treat what is already broken. So it is brilliant at broken, but blind to declining. And normal labs doesn't mean thriving. It means no disease we can name yet. Normal is a comparison to a sick population. It says nothing about your personal ceiling. And the whole distance between no diagnosis and operating at your actual range is where the leverage on how you feel and perform lives. It's exactly the distance the system has no appointment for. But there's a solution for this. And the funny thing is, it already exists, but it gets pushed out by modern medicine. Nobody has to be a villain for this to happen. A system to organize to treat sickness gets very good in treating sickness. It was never asked to produce well people, so it doesn't. That's not really a scandal, but it's just an incentive pointing at one way, quietly, for decades. And right now, it starts to crack. And the bill for the quick fix that didn't work always lands on you. Never on the system that sold it. So who owns the between? Only one person can. I mean, doctors matter enormously when you're actually sick. But the phase before that, how much you can carry throughout the day, how clear your head is, and how you actually perform, is not a medical event waiting on a chart. It's yours to run. And there are a whole lot of complementary healthcare professionals who are so freaking good in helping with that. The knowledge and experience they carry about staying healthy as long as possible so you can thrive every day, grow old, healthy, fit, running around with your grandchildren. That's what Built for One means here. And they're so good at it. that's the layer that skips the system. And the exact layer you can take ownership of. It's the therapists and coaches in this field that can help reduce 72% of lifestyle related physical and mental symptoms that are coming into the GP's office. So you can stop waiting to be sick enough to matter, because you matter now. Your health matters now. Last thing I really want to share with you is you were never lazy, never soft, and never imaginary. While every test come back fine, while you experienced a body and or mental state that didn't feel right. You were living in a space the system was never built to see. And a system that only recognizes you as a diagnosis and has turned you into a dossier instead of a person, an individual. That reduction, being flattened into a file, is just another way of being averaged. So refuse it. You take the space they can help you with. And the licensed complementary therapists and coaches are here to guide you through this, because it's your health and your rules.